Who should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Rafael Montero, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Phillies, center fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Grimes is there. He's got it one away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Ben Zobrist will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. First pitch of the at-bat. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And that's in there. Base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Maikel Franco will get his first opportunity here. Currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
From the stretch. Fly ball heading for the alley. Grimes on the move, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. Around third now is Zobrist. The runner from first crosses the plate, and he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside-the-park 2-run home run.
And you can pretty much see this starting to set up out there right about when he hit first base. Remember, this guy can absolutely fly. So he just put his head down and he said, I ain't stopping. And he makes it all the way around to score for the inside-the-park home run.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. One out, nobody on. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Very high, 2-1. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road. but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
Ball 3.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting count.
Lifted in the air out to right. Macias is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look now at how the Mets will set things up on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 2-0. Giovanni Gallardo, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, hitters have a batting average against of close to 300 against him, so he's going to have to make some adjustments if he hopes to be successful.
Robert Macias comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, right fielder, Robert Macias.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Andre Allison will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Mathis. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. David Wright will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. A check at the bag by Gallardo. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Well, here's a guy trying to make something happen in the very first inning. But I think he got a little carried away with getting his lead over there. It's going to wind up costing him.
Gallardo gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch on its way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Way outside. 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Flipped out the other way towards short, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Into the box, Curtis Granderson. Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A couple of hard hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Jeff Mathis takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. A 1 pitch on its way. Tap foul at home plate. Runners on first with 1 down. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Giovanni Gallardo, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Lucas Duda will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Gallardo sets his sights. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Two and one after the foul ball there. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's set down, 1 away. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this, only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
As Drupal Cabrera will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Omar Alfonso waits on deck. Ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Omar Alfonso settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one, not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Here comes the 1-0.
That's
Just missing here. 2-0.
If they can lay off that curveball, get into better hitters counts, they're going to see more fastballs, and that plays to your advantage as a hitter. You want fastballs and fastball counts.
There goes Cabrera. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit and run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Hard hit to first. Bautista has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail things here 2-0. Ben Revere will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Grimes coming on. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He singled his last time up. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Grimes is in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Two out, nobody on. Shot back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Brandon Jordan will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Right's got to get rid of it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. Mac Grimes will come forward now,
Leading
back
off
in the
for the
lineup
Mets,
after being used as a
center
pinch
fielder,
hitter last night.
Mac Grimes.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Lined hard toward right center. And that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage. Taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
At the plate, Skip Schumacher, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Gallardo pauses. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with the 0-2. Slow bouncer to the right side. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Rafael Montero will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. None out, runners at first and second. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. One there, on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, the whole ballpark knows he's bunting, so there's no catching him by surprise here. He kind of winds up jabbing at this one, and he hits it a little too hard. No hesitation this time as the throw goes to second, then on to first, and it ended up being a pretty easy double play.
Into the box now, Robert Macias, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
That one's going to find the seats, strike one. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jordan is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
So stepping in, number 2, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run homer for David Wright. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Here's Lucas Duda now. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Jordan looks up, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Oh, and here comes the long ball again to bite him. The second one he's allowed here in the first 2 2/3. I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing right now, the third one might send him to the showers.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
The shortstop,
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Omar Alfonso stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Revere is under it, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. Adrian Beltre will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
This is a much different situation for him on the mound after that 5-run inning. All of a sudden, he's working with a lead now, and he does a good job there of getting that first out.
So 1 away now, and that'll bring in the 2-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
21.
Smoke toward third. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The left fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
So 2 gone in the inning for Curtis Granderson. In there, 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail 5-2. Mac Grimes come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bautista onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
These are the ones that are hard to swallow. You got the count in your favor. 2-0, you get a fastball right down the pipe, you wind up popping it straight up. And that's a missed opportunity, folks. Big time.
Skip Schumacher steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Gallardo's ready. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Into the box, Rafael Montero. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Gallardo has got it, and the side is retired. So a great half inning of work by Yovani Gallardo. But this is still a 5-2 game. Jeff Mathis will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to third. Wright's got it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 50.
And as we take a look at his pitch count so far, sometimes numbers can be misleading. You see the 38 strikes there, but a lot of those have been on pitches out of the zone that he's gotten guys to swing at.
Now to the plate, Yovani Gallardo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, and it was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike two.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
More often than not, when you're going to throw that changeup 0-2, you don't even want it to be in the strike zone. You're hoping to see a guy go snorkeling for something, but you're going to see right here that this one's right on the corner, and he couldn't do anything with it if he wanted to.
Here's Ben Revere. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Mets lead it 5-2. Robert Macias comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
Gallardo into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Difficult to lay off, but he did it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Standing in now, Andre Allison. Chopped at the plate. Mathis is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Now a swing and a fly ball, and no one will track it down. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of Wright now 0-2.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Popped up. Franco settles under it near second, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains 5-2. Ben Zobrist will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and little pop up here right behind home plate. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Set to deal on 2-2. Fouled straight back. Another one sent foul. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Alfonso is under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Yeah,
Shortstop.
doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Michael Franco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He's been a thorn in their side all game long. And he's got 3 of their 5 hits now. They just can't seem to get him out.
Brandon Jordan will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Camping under it is Duda, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Adrian Beltre will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
1-0 count. Here it is. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. Lewis Coleman will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 31, Lewis Coleman.
Lucas Duda will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Line toward right center. Revere is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next,
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he'll take a look at ball one. (5-2) is our score here in inning number 6. 2-0 now.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Drilled to the right side. Zobrist is there. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
In now, Omar Alfonso as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. The 0-1 delivery. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
You know, good hitters in this situation, when you're down in the count, they tend to try to go the other way. We'll see if he does that right here.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Belted high in the air out to left. Granderson going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Hey, you know what? That's exactly what they pay this guy to do. Come up to the plate and hit balls into the seats. Now, it would have been a lot nicer if 2 guys were on in front of him, but hey, you're on the scoreboard, you'll take it.
Center fielder number 6.
Stepping in now, Mac Grimes. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. That last home run, officially 406 feet. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Again, he sends it out of play. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 2. Back here at the Polo Grounds along the Harlem River. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Hard liner toward short. Cabrera, great stop. And now a bobble, and he's not going to have a play.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Jose Bautista will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Ball.
1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Schumacher on to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fair to say things are not going as planned in that third base dugout.
Well, this is just an afternoon to forget for that man right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
This is pulled into right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Skip Schumacher steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman, Skip Schumacher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
The pitcher,
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Rafael Montero will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
He's set, and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And that misses 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game. And I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Robert Macias ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
The pitch. Low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Jordan sprinting after it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Jeff Mathis will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Ball 1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. full count, 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. 7 solid innings for him in this one, as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Frank Finney is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 59, Frank Finney.
Wilson Ramos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Wilson Ramos.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Hit down the third base line. Gloved by right. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Ben Revere digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Ready on 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. A little roller toward the hole. Gonna be a tough play, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Runners on first with one down. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, two very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Liner toward right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. Well, but when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. And that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Michael Franco will step in now in a big spot here with runners on.
And keep in mind, he's got a home run here already. If he gets a hold of another one, he could tie up this ball game.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
First and second now, one man out. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this game.
Mike Cortez will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Brandon Jordan will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Has a look, now the pitch. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Oof, that high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
That's wide, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And it's quickly 0-2. Two out, bases loaded. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Looking to minimize the damage here, and this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
Oh, this is in the air to deep left field. And he's not going to get there. It's over his head. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 25 for him on the year as they move out in front 7-6.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't going to have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives them the lead here in the late going.
Now batting, first baseman.
Into the box, Jose Bautista, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
And no swing, apparently, ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Two out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Mets 6. Jake Diekman is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Diekman.
Andre Allison will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Out in front of it, strike one. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. David Wright is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Lucas Duda stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Here he comes on 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Number 12, Juan Lagares.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Strike 3, and the potential tying run left on base as the inning is over. Mets strand one. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Carlos Torres will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Daniel Murphy is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Daniel Murphy.
Striding in to start the ninth, Curtis Granderson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
It's 2-0 now, and I kind of question the pitch selection in this at-bat. You've got a guy down at the bottom of the order. Why not just throw the fastball? I think you've got to attack the zone.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike one. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball four, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurt. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Jeff Mathis will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the eighth, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in.
Just checking.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Grimes giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Around third and being waved on home. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's now an 8-6 game.
And in a game like this, there's no telling how important an insurance run that may turn out to be. He plates that run on the RBI double to make it a 2-run lead now, which may not sound like that much, but it makes a world of difference for anyone who's coming in to try to close this game.
Anthony Rendon.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they open up a 4-run lead.
Wow, these guys have really come in here and just put it to this pitching staff. We've seen guys jumping on pitches like this all game long. And this is going to extend that lead out to 4 runs here in the top of the ninth. And that may turn out to be more than enough to finish this one off.
Julian Rodriguez will come in and pitch now. Here's Ben Revere.
Number 2, Ben Revere.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 3 runs already home here. A little bouncer, but it's foul. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper to the left side. Cabrera's there. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
As an infielder, you always have to know who the runner is out there. Here, when he fields this thing, if he tries to set himself, he's got no chance at all. He knows he has to unload quickly, and he does so to get his man on a close play at first.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
1 out, nobody on. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air to center field. Grimes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field. Maikel Franco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pitch on the way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Macias ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Phillies 10 and the Mets 6. Ken Giles is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Omar Alfonso will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Giles sets, coming at him with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first. Mac Grimes will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time. And the pitch.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
One out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Franco is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. Two gone here in the ninth.
Skip Schumacher.
Skip Schumacher makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have claimed the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their fourth win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Adrian Beltre. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 10-6. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Mets, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thanks for joining us.